This is Cristiano Ronaldo, and he holds the record for the most goals in a single UCL campaign, scoring 17 goals in 13 games, making him Mr. Champions League. And this is me, a player with 0 goals in my career. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to score the most goals in a single UCL campaign and receive the title of becoming Mr. Champions League. And after dominating the Mexican youth leagues for countless of seasons, we were given a trial at Rangers and Celtic, where we eventually signed a professional contract with Celtic Football Club to go ahead and start our journey in breaking the hardest UCL record. Yo, Sid, it's very good to see you once again, man. Did you just see I signed for Celtic? Do you think I could win the Champions League record here at Celtic?
Yo Edgar, glad to meet up and congrats on the move, bro, but I still think you're too new. Just focus on improving your game. Maybe one day you can beat that record.
You know what, Sid? You do have a fair point. However, I do believe in myself, but thank you for being my best friend for all these years, and thank you for continuing to support me even to this day. As we do a couple of shooting drills before the UCL campaign, we think of the competition we are going to have from the likes of Kylian Mbappe to Erling Haaland. This is not going to be easy. But after working hard during the offseason, we do find out that our group was going to be very difficult, as we have Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, and Shakhtar Donetsk, and it was time for our UCL debut against Shakhtar Donetsk. Let's see if we can score our first goal in a European debut. Wow, Edgar, you've come a long way from the Mexican leagues, now playing your first ever UCL game. Make a statement here today, score some goals. And straight away here at Celtic, we are entrusted with the penalty taker position. We're gonna go ahead and go to the left hand side as we score our first UCL goal. This is going to be a great start if we ever want to break Cristiano's record. Now it's Callum McGregor on the ball, through ball into me. I do have a shot from a turn, it's a brilliant save. And we do get played a brilliant through ball, and now it's me versus the goalkeeper. Can we go ahead and get a brace and we finesse it? And yes, on our debut, we get 2 goals to kick off this UCL campaign. But here comes Yassine Traore to go ahead and try to equalize this game, and he puts it away. But that does not matter, as we pick up our first 3 points, and then more importantly, our first 2 goals in this UCL campaign. And not only that, but we also pick up our first man of the match and our first ever Champions League game. But straight away, we have to go ahead and forget about that, because up next, we do have Real Madrid at home. Already the biggest game of our career. Toni Kroos with a brilliant through ball into Marcos Asensio, who does pass it into Vinicius, and we concede in the 9th minute already. Real Madrid are going to be a team that could possibly beat us, but I still want to try my best and score as many goals as possible. Maya that picks up the ball. I see the run. I go ahead and take the run. He gives it through ball to me as I finish, and we score a goal against the best club in world football. 3 goals in 2 games. We're making a great first impression in UCL. And the ref blows the whistle as the game does finish 1-1. We pick up our second man of the match against the biggest team in world football. However, even though we did have a tough group, our goal scoring form did not stop there, as we scored 4 goals in the next 3 games, picking up 3 more man of the matches and bringing our goal tally to 6 goals in 5 games. See, Sid, I told you, you should have believed in me. 7 goals in 5 games, and my job is not done just yet.
Good job, Edgar. Never doubted you wouldn't score many goals, but even with your form, I still think you lack some experience to break that record, especially here at Celtic.
Man, I don't know, bro. Sid is sending me mixed signals. He's proud of me on one hand, but in the second hand, he doesn't think that I could break the record this season, even though I have 7 goals for this Celtic side. I hope he's still my friend. And we were now in the final game of the group stage, somehow, someway sitting in first place with 11 points, already passed on to the next round. But up next, we had Real Madrid. The winner will get first place and possibly get the easier opponent. Let's go ahead and make a statement to the best team in the world that we're not a player to be messing around with. And now here come Real Madrid. Chouameni finds Karim Benzema through ball into Marcos Asensio with a shot, and once again, Asensio scored in the last time we played against him, and he scores once again as they take a 1-0 lead. They return ball down the wing. I'm in the middle. I'm in the center. Give me the ball. He gives the ball to me. I have a shot, and it goes wide as the ref blows the whistle, and we do lose 1-0 as my shot costed us first place. However, it's now time to brush it off, as it's time for the knockout stages. And as you can see, we did finish in 2nd place with 11 points. However, in the goal scoring charts, we're sitting in 4th place with 7 goals, as Erling Haaland was a top goal scorer with 10 goals. That is absolutely insane. But it was now time to find out who will be playing in the round of 16, and we're playing against Man City. We're playing against the top goal scorer of the competition in Erling Haaland. Can we outscore Erling Haaland in 2 legs and send Celtic to the quarterfinals? But it was now time for the first leg against Man City as we walk out at home. Not only did we carry Celtic from a group that we shouldn't have passed from, but we are also one of the top goal scorers in our first ever UCL campaign. That means Man City are not going to have it easy. Phil Foden with a through ball into Erling Haaland, and now Erling Haaland 1v1 against a goalkeeper, and he has a shot from outside the box and he scores it. This is why he's the top goal scorer, man. How are we going to compete with this machine of a player? Haksabanovic gives me the ball. I'm 1v1 against a goalkeeper. I have a first time finish and I do score. We do equalize the game. Haaland 1, Salinas 1. I have equalized this game, giving us a chance to proceed to the next round. Riyad Mahrez with a through ball into Erling Haaland. It's Erling Haaland with another shot, and it's so easy for him, man. A simple and slow shot, and he puts it away. Precise finishing. I don't think we're gonna break the record if Haaland knocks us out. David Turnbull gives us a brilliant through ball. 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can we go ahead and equalize and finish against Edison? We have a chip, but we do miss it. Can we have a follow-up shot? And we miss. We do miss the opportunity to equalize this game. And my missed opportunity has cost us the first leg against City and my first leg against Haaland. So far, Haaland has a lead against me in goals, and he has also outscored me in 1 game so far. We do sit sad in the locker room knowing we couldn't save our team, but it's time to brush it off as Haaland had 12 goals and I had 8, now sitting in second place. But we have to go ahead and go to the Etihad Stadium and see if we can somehow go to the next round and continue the campaign of trying to beat Cristiano's UCL record. Come on, Edgar. Erling Haaland is absolutely embarrassing you. 12 goals to your measly 8 goals. Don't let Sid be right. Prove him wrong. Take Celtic to the next round and outscore Erling Haaland in this game. Phil Foden gives a ball into Erling Haaland, who has a shot, and once again, man, his first shot of the game in the 9th minute. He scores once again, scoring his 13th goal. I don't know if we're going to make it to the next round. I don't know if I'm going to become Mr. Champions League in this first UCL campaign. And now Man City have a penalty in the 41st minute. Kevin De Bruyne versus Blake, and he goes to the left and we save it. James Forrest with a brilliant chip ball. Can we go ahead and control it with a chest? We do have a shot and it goes wide. How did we miss another opportunity, bro? And now it's Julian Alvarez, 1v1 against Alex Blake. Can he go ahead and save it? And yes, he does. Once again, KDB has a penalty. He's going to go ahead and go to the right-hand side, and this time he puts it away as the ref blows the whistle, and we get knocked out of the Champions League as once again Erling Haaland beats us, and he shows why he is the best striker in the current UCL season. Shit, man, we failed. Sid was right. This was our first ever UCL campaign. We just didn't have the experience. But you know what? It was an amazing season. It's time to move. And the UCL season comes to an end as Inter Milan win the Champions League and Erling Haaland scores 13 goals. And we do finish the season with 24 goals in all competitions, 8 goals in the Champions League, as we somehow finish the player of the tournament for the UCL, even though we got knocked out in the round of 16. I think we have to leave Celtic if we ever want to become Mr. Champions League and break that UCL record. So at the start of season number 2, we tell our boss that we want to leave as we want to go to pastures new, as we feel we are way too good for the side, and we do get an amazing offer from AC Milan as we go ahead and accept it. As we are being presented by AC Milan, we think of all the possibilities, all the goals we can score in a legendary AC Milan shirt, possibly becoming Mr. Champions League in our second time of asking.
Hey Edgar, glad you can keep your head up after that loss, and now you're at AC Milan. Another progress season in my opinion. You won't break the record this season, but just keep working, man.
Come on, Sid, you gotta stop doubting me, man. Player of the tournament last season, 8 goals in my first UCL campaign. I'm now on a better side. I'm gonna beat this record this season, whether you believe it or not.
I love your mentality, Edgar, but I just don't think it's your time. But rooting that you prove me wrong.
And just because we signed for a super club in AC Milan doesn't mean we weren't gonna work hard, as once again we work our ass off in shooting drills, knowing that our competition is very stiff, specifically Erling Haaland, who embarrassed us last season as our groups were announced, and we do have Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Dinamo Zagreb, another relatively easy group. But it was now time to kick off UCL campaign number 2 versus Liverpool. AC Milan versus Liverpool was a classic, and it's going to be a classic because I'm going to be scoring goals in this game. Alright, Edgar, no messing around this season. Sid is still doubting you. He's still your friend, but you want to prove him wrong, and you're going to prove the world wrong when you're going to break the record this season. You got this, man. And now it's Adama Traore on the ball, gives a through ball into me, and once again I have that clear space. 1v1 against Alisson. Can I go ahead and score? I have a shot, and yes, I do. Now a better player in my second UCL campaign. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity by the neck and try to win that record this season. And once again, here comes Adama Traore. He sees me in the middle. He gives the ball to me. I take a touch. I have a shot. And once again, I score a brace in the first UCL game of the season. We're going to be big this season. And the game does end 2-0 as once again we pick up a man of the match here in our first AC Milan game. We're looking for something amazing this campaign. But our opponents up next cannot be taken lightly as we're going to be playing against Galatasaray, a team who is known for beating big sides in the Champions League. Sandro Tonali gives me a brilliant through ball as we get past this defender because we're way too fast. Can we go ahead and finish this shot? And yes, we do. Our goal scoring form is not going to stop here as we pick up our third goal in our first 2 UCL games. And now Sandro Tonali once again on the ball. Sandro Tonali gives the ball to Rafael who gives it back to me, and we do have a second brace, back-to-back braces in this Champions League campaign. This is going to be very, very different. And the game does finish 2-0 as once again we pick up back-to-back man of the matches. However, our form, like I said before, did not stop there as in our next game against Dinamo Zagreb, we picked up our first ever UCL hat-trick, now giving us 7 goals in only 3 UCL games. However, even though we did pick up our first match ball, of course, Erling Haaland had 9 goals in 3 matches. That is basically a hat-trick in every match that he's played in. Erling Haaland is not going to let us break that record. However, this time around, we did not let Erling Haaland's competition phase us as in the next 3 games, we scored a total of 5 more goals, giving us 12 goals so far in this UCL campaign. We are going to dominate the UCL this season. And as we finish the group stage with all 6 wins, it was time to find out who would be facing in the round of 16, and we're going to go ahead and have Man City. Again, bro, there is no way. We're playing against Erling Haaland, the man who knocked us out last season, the man who stole that golden boot from us. Let's not let him take it away this season.
Brilliant job, Edgar. You keep making strides in becoming a top striker. Realistically, I feel you may not be able to carry Milan this round, but I'm rooting for you.
Man, Sid, thank you for sticking around with me. To be honest, I've been pretty mad at you because you've been down with me, but I know you're just being realistic. However, I still disagree with you. I think this record is mine for the taking this season, but let's see what happens. But we are back in a familiar place in the Etihad Stadium for the first leg against Man City. Let's not this time around let Haaland beat us. I do pick up the ball in the 32nd minute as I do a scoop to turn around. I do have a shot from outside the box, and it's a brilliant save from Ederson. Riyad Mahrez gives the ball into Erling Haaland, gives it into Phil Foden with a through ball into Erling Haaland, and wow, how does this keep happening? Every time he shoots the ball, he always scores. How are we ever gonna beat him if he shoots and scores from every single shot? Adama Traore gives us a through ball, and now we're 1v1 against the goalkeeper. We're not gonna go ahead and miss a shot. I have a power shot, and we do score 1-1. We tie Erling Haaland. We tie Man City. He is not going to win this time around. 4 minutes left to play. Erling Haaland 1v1 against the defender as he has a power shot, and somehow, bro, that's his second shot of the game. 2 shots, 2 goals for Erling Haaland. He just never misses as Man City win the first leg 2-1. We have to go ahead and save AC Milan in the second leg. And now it was time to brush off that third loss to Man City in 2 seasons, and we walk out to the San Siro. Let's go ahead and clutch up and send AC Milan to the next round, but more importantly, outscore Erling Haaland and get our revenge. But sadly, it wasn't to be. The most boringest game possible as it finishes 0-0, and once again we get knocked out by Erling Haaland. This is not good for us. If we ever want to break the record, we have to stop losing to Erling Haaland, man. Come on, Edgar, losing to Erling Haaland again? This better be the last time. This is gonna be the last time. Next season, you're gonna move to a brand new club and you're gonna absolutely obliterate the record, and everybody is gonna call you Mr. Champions League. And this dreadful season comes to an end as Chelsea win the Champions League and Erling Haaland picks up the golden boot with 14 goals, now tying Lionel Messi. And once again, we pick up the player of the tournament for the UCL. Maybe we have to leave AC Milan for a better club. So at the start of season number 3, once again, I talk to the current manager and I tell them I need to leave the club. I really want to break this record and become Mr. Champions League. And he does go ahead and puts me on the transfer list, and we do get an offer from Real Madrid, where Mr. Champions League played himself, the biggest club in the world. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it, man. And now we are being presented by the biggest club in the world, a kid from Mexico who went to Celtic and is now playing at Real Madrid in only 3 seasons, searching to become Mr. Champions League. But little did we know, not only were we joining the biggest club in the world, but Cristiano Ronaldo, Mr. Champions League himself, was in the club as well. We have to go ahead and ask him for advice throughout the rest of the season. Man, what's up, Cristiano? It's so nice to meet you. You are my absolute idol. I hope that you can help me this season to go ahead and win the Champions League and score as many goals as possible.
Yeah, Edgar, you're a huge talent. I got you, man. Just listen to the advice I give you.
Yo, guess what, Sid? Guess who I just talked to? The man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. He said he was gonna give me advice to help me break that record.
Congrats on meeting your idol, but just be careful. Ronaldo might try to sabotage you to keep his legacy.
Nah, Sid, don't be silly. Someone as professional as Cristiano would never try to sabotage a player to ruin his legacy. But it was now time to find out who our UCL group was going to be, and we do get RB Leipzig, Stade Rennais, and Dinamo Zagreb for a third year in a row. But straight away, no silly business, no time to mess around. We do have our first game against RB Leipzig. We have dominated with Celtic, with AC Milan, but now we should be able to get out of the round of 16 and break that record. Eden Hazard is on the ball in the 60th minute, finds a through ball into me, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. We have a shot and we put it away. We're not messing around this season. This time, we're gonna break the record 100%. And like I mentioned before, we were a man on a mission to execute pure dominance, as in the next 5 games, we scored a total of 9 goals, completely obliterating every single team in our group, even picking up 2 hat-tricks in the process. And we did finish the group stages in first place with 16 points, picking up a man of the match in almost every single game. And we were in second place in the top goal scoring charts, 1 goal right behind Haaland. We just can't stop competing with Erling Haaland, probably the second best striker in the world, right behind us. But now, it was time to find out who we'll be playing in the round of 16, and we do go ahead and play against Inter Milan. Not the best opponent, but not the worst opponent. And now, it was time for the first leg against Inter, and for the first time, we're not playing against Erling Haaland and Man City, and we're gonna go ahead and sim this game as we pick up a 2-1 victory, as we take a lead for the first leg. Alright, Ronaldo, it's great to be talking to you again. I need some advice once again, brother, if you don't mind helping me out.
Yes, sir. Anything.
Okay, Ronnie, for the past 2 seasons, I have not been able to perform my best in the round of 16 games, and we always get knocked out. What do you think I should be doing in this next game?
Just continue what you're doing and don't doubt for a second you're a great player. You got this.
But it was now time to walk out in the Bernabeu. We have not gone past a round of 16 in our whole career so far. Let's go ahead and score a couple goals, as we did not score in the last game, to go ahead and try and overtake Erling Haaland. Rodrigo plays me a beautiful through ball as we take a touch, and we're basically now 1v1 against the goalkeeper. On our left foot, we have a finish, and of course, we're not gonna miss that. We scored 10 goals in the group stages. We're gonna go ahead and dominate the knockout stages as well. Rodrigo picks up the ball again. He gives us a header, and now 1v1 against the keeper. In our right foot, can we go ahead and finish? We cut inside. We have a left-footed shot, and we pick up our second goal in the round of 16. Surely, we're going on to the next round as we pick up our 12th goal. And the ref blows the whistle as we go on for the first time past the round of 16, picking up another man of the match, and only 6 goals away from breaking that record and becoming Mr. Champions League. Yes, sir, Edgar, you have finally broken your curse. I think Sid was wrong. I don't think Ronaldo would ever sabotage us. Now, it's only a matter of time before we lift that Champions League, become Mr. Champions League, and break that UCL record. So now, it was time to find out who we're playing in the quarterfinals, and we're playing against PSG. Why is it another tough opponent, man? And like I mentioned before, we have 12 goals, but Erling Haaland scored 2 more goals, still putting him 1 goal ahead of us. We need to go ahead and take him down. But it was now time to sim this first leg against PSG. They're much more difficult than Inter Milan, but I believe in my ability and this side, and the game does finish 2-0 as we pick up our 13th goal of the campaign. That is a very good start. And we do pick up another man of the match performance, but Erling Haaland scores another goal, still 1 goal ahead of us. We just can't catch up to him right now. But for now, we must forget about Erling Haaland, because if we ever want to catch up to him or even break the record, we have to secure this victory against PSG in the Parc des Princes. Let's go ahead and stay focused. Fede Valverde with a beautiful chip into us. Can we go ahead and first time volley? We do finish it as we score a goal, but no, it's offside, bro. Yuri Tillemans with a cross into Nageta with a shot, and bro, PSG get a goal back. This could be the start of a nasty comeback. I do not want to go another season. I want to break the record this season, man. I pass the ball into Vinicius Jr. Vinicius sees his place. He sends me on a through ball. 1v1 against Gianluigi Donnarumma. Can I go ahead and finish to the right foot? Yes, I do. I always finish in a 1v1 chance. And surely this tie is supposed to be over. The game does end 1-1 as we go on to the semi-finals. And we do score our 14th goal. This is the most goals we have ever scored in the UCL campaign so far. However, we only have 3 games left to go ahead and score at least 4 goals to break that record. But let's see if we even make it to the Champions League final. After knocking out PSG, let's see who we're facing in the semi finals, and we're gonna go ahead and play against Liverpool. Oh, okay, that's not that difficult. But Man City are knocked out, however. That means Erling Haaland will remain at 15 goals. So we have the opportunity to go ahead and beat them this season. But the first leg is the most important. We are going away at Anfield. Let's see if we can get a first leg victory. And at the same end, we do pick up a 2-1 victory as we pick up a goal. We are now tied with Erling Haaland with 15 goals, only needing 3 more goals to break that record. But it was now time for the second leg in the Santiago Bernabeu. If I score a hat-trick in this game, the record is broken, and all we would have to do is win that Champions League, because Ronaldo also won the Champions League when he broke that record. So if we break the record and we don't win the Champions League, we are not better than Ronaldo. So Ronaldo will keep his title, and we do not want that. Rodrigo picks up the ball in the 18th minute. He sees a through ball. I take a touch. I'm gonna go ahead and have a finish, and I score. I don't miss from that position. 2 more goals. 2 more goals, and that record is mine, and my name will be written in the history books. And now it's Vinicius Jr. who gives a through ball into me. 1v1. I never miss 1v1s. I have a shot, and like I said before, I never miss a 1v1 opportunity. 17 goals. I have now equalized the record. 1 more goal, and my name is going to be written with all the superstars. However, it wasn't to be. As the ref blows the whistle, we go on to the final, but I have equalized the record here in the semis. That means I have to score at least 1 goal in the final to go ahead and break that record. But not only that, I have pressure to win the Champions League as well if I ever want to become Mr. Champions League. And in this semi-final against Liverpool, I pick up a man of the match, but it's time to find out who we're facing in the final, and we're playing against Bayer Leverkusen. We should easily be scoring at least 2 goals and winning that Champions League. But yes, just to confirm how important this is, 17 goals in 11 matches, 1 game to go, 1 goal to score, and 1 more game to win. Man, Cristiano, we're at a Champions League final, bro. We can win another UCL thanks to you. But now, do you have any advice? Because I'm so nervous in my first ever UCL final. What do I do, man?
Look, Edgar, keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. However, one thing is, if you do have a penalty, shoot right, because everyone knows you go left.
Cristiano, are you sure, man? I always go left and I always score.
Nah, Edgar, trust me. I've been in this game for a long time.
Edgar, congratulations, man. A UCL final goal away from that record. This is your moment.
Yes, Sid, I think you're right. I think this is my moment. Cristiano has already talked to me, said that I should keep doing what I'm doing, but if I do have a penalty, however, that I should go right, because every goalkeeper knows I go left, and I think he's right. I think I'm going to listen to him. He is the GOAT after all.
Wait, Edgar, don't shoot right, go left. You always score. I think he's trying to sabotage you. Trust me, we've been friends forever. Go left if you get a penalty.
Sid, it's okay, relax. I don't think it's too much of a big of a deal. We're playing Leverkusen. There's a small chance that I might get a penalty, but I don't think we'll go to a penalty shootout. So if the time comes, I'll make my decision, but I think we'll be fine. And we are now walking now for the Champions League final in the London Stadium. Can we go ahead and achieve our goals?
With every step on the pitch, he strives for glory. A record in sight, a tale of a true story. A showdown looms between friendship and pedigree. Will he choose loyalty or chase immorality? But that decision is no guarantee, and in this game we shall finally see. Will Salinas score this record-breaking goal, or will his loss to history become a forgotten soul?
53 minutes in, here comes Paulinho with a cross into City, and he somehow scores. It's such a shit header, but Bayer Leverkusen somehow go 1-0 up in the Champions League final. We have to score 1 goal to break the record, and we need to score 2 goals to win the Champions League final to become Mr. Champions League. Are we even gonna do that? But once again, here comes City to go ahead and ruin our dreams. City 1v1, but Courtois makes a brilliant save. 4 minutes left to go. Rodrigo gives a pass into Vinicius Jr. He's trying to find space. Vinicius gives it to me. I take a touch. I have a shot, and I put it away. I have broken the record. We are written our name in the history books as we equalize the game with 4 minutes left to go. However, the job is not done, as we still need to win this game if we want to become Mr. Champions League. But the ref blows the whistle. We draw 1-1. We're going to penalties. We know that we don't ever miss penalties, but can our teammates go ahead and help us secure the Champions League title and secure our title of Mr. Champions League? Romelu Lukaku is going to take the first penalty as he goes to the right hand side and he puts it away. Wow, man, I really doubted Leverkusen. Here I am taking the first penalty in a penalty shootout. The question is, should I go right or should I go left? Sid is telling me to go left, the man I've known my whole life, my best friend, the man who always supports me. Or Ronaldo, the man with the record, Mr. Champions League, the GOAT of world football. Man, I need to choose now. I never miss a penalty. I'm gonna go ahead and actually switch it up this time. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right. I've missed. Cristiano has influenced our decision. I went right and I missed. This is why I always go left. I may have blown the Champions League final for the team. But now, it's Aubameyang up next. Hopefully, my miss doesn't decide this game. Aubameyang goes to the right, but Courtois makes a save. Rodrigo, can you go ahead and put us back into this game? Rodrigo, and he misses, bro. Why are my penalties so bad right now? City, he's gonna go ahead and go to the left, and it's 2-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. We have to score this goal. David Alaba, please score your penalty. Okay, David Alaba, can you go ahead and score? He goes to the left and he puts it away, 2-1. But I think my penalty miss may have caused this game. Florian Wirtz, he's gonna go ahead and go to the left of Courtois. It's keeping us in this game. Vinicius, please score your goal. Vinicius Jr. goes to the left and he misses, bro. That was green timed as well. If Andrich scores his penalty, Bayer Leverkusen win this game, and I don't become Mr. Champions League. Please, Courtois, save this penalty. Andrich goes to the left, and Bayer Leverkusen have won the Champions League. We have broken the record, but for what? Yes, we have written our name in the history books, but we don't get that title of Mr. Champions League because I missed the penalty, because I listened to Cristiano, Mr. Champions League himself. I think he may have sabotaged us, man. But it's too late now. We can't do anything. But Bayer Leverkusen lift up that Champions League trophy. We break the record, but maybe there has to be some other way. Maybe one day we could become Mr. Champions League. If you guys did not enjoy this ending, I guarantee you enjoyed this video where I made Mr. Beast the greatest manager in the world.